Oracle S&OP Cloud is part of the comprehensive Oracle Supply Chain Planning Cloud suite and helps you align your enterprise using best practices process management, make better decisions with embedded analytics, and achieve your business goals using extensive simulation capabilities. In this demo, we've just completed the S&OP Executive Review meeting, and I am reviewing what we did in this month's S&OP cycle before I officially approve the new operating plan. During the S&OP process, we decided to accelerate the rollout of a recently launched product line in order to close a gap between our operating plan and our financial targets. I started my personal planning cycle overview screen. Across the top are tabs for the standard stages of the S&OP process, from product review through executive review. I see the S&OP tasks I am managing displayed in a table. Also on the screen is a Gantt calendar view of steps in the S&OP process and a list of participants. I'll start my review by going to the Product Review Summary Dashboard. Across the top is a ribbon of KPI indicators spanning the product lifecycle, with more detail below. There were no major issues in the product review, though I'm glad to see in the leftmost tile that product vitality, which is a measure of what % of your revenues come from new products, has increased from 64% in yellow in the old plan to 67% in green in the new plan, because we accelerated the new product rollout and are now in our target range. Now I move to the demand review. Here we see metrics related to the demand forecast. We noticed in the leftmost tile that the baseline operating plan in green was falling a bit short of our financial target in red. But we also noticed in the forecast value comparison tile that the sales forecast in red was significantly greater than the consensus forecast in green. I'll click on this tile to see more detail on the sales and consensus forecasts. The chart on the lower right shows that the biggest delta between the sales forecast and the consensus forecast in the original plan in green was with the Slimline Air Tablets product category. It turned out sales had learned that customer interest in this new product line was outstripping initial projections, and this presented an opportunity to increase the consensus forecast and close the gap with our financial target. So we increased the forecast, and I see the delta between the sales and consensus forecast and the new plan in blue has come down versus the green bar. I now move to the supply review to review how we plan to fulfill the increased demand. Looking at the KPIs, we see that with the increased demand, we had an exception condition indicated in red for supplier overloading at 110%. The forecast increase was causing supplier capacity overloading in March and June, as illustrated on the lower left, for the component indicated on the lower right. We drilled into the supplier plan to fix the problem. Here's the supplier plan, where we saw that we were over 100% of supplier capacity in March and June, as indicated by the cells in red. We then used the social feature of S&OP Cloud to collaborate with Procurement to fix the shortage. Using this social pane, we collaborated with Procurement and determined that while it was too late to address the slight overloading in March, we could increase the supply of the component in June by paying a 25% premium to cover the supplier's overtime costs. So we increased supplier capacity and the price, bringing the utilization percentage below 100% and making the red shading in June go away. Now back to the supply review to run the updated plan. We clicked Actions and Run to run the new plan with the increased capacity and higher component cost, and hit OK to confirm the run plan settings. The screen refreshes, and we now see that the supplier overloading has gone away in June. The supplier overloading tile in the middle is showing overloading of just 102% and in yellow, which we can live with. Now let's move ahead to the financial review. I see in the leftmost tile that the new operating plan in blue matches the financial target in gold, but there are trade-offs involved, and on the rightmost tile I see that while our revenue went up from $70 million in the baseline plan to $72 million in the new plan, our gross margin decreased from 84% to 83%. In the executive review meeting, we agreed to accept this trade-off. I now move on to the executive review. Here we see a summary of key metrics from the product review through financial review stages. Now that I've reviewed the overall impact of the new plan, I'll formally approve it so it will become the new go-forward operating plan. I click Actions, and now I'll select Approve and move to the Executive Review Planning Cycle screen. Here I see the set of tasks that form the agenda for this morning's executive review meeting, with links to the relevant analysis views. Also at the bottom are a set of action items we reviewed during the meeting and a list of decision items we considered. I confirm that we have completed this month's S&OP cycle and am now done. Take advantage of Oracle S&OP Cloud's comprehensive process management, analytics, and simulation capabilities to take your planning to the next level. It's simpler, faster, and better. Cloud without compromise.